today I'll show you how to upload your first sketch to your Arduino. In the previous tutorial, I showed you how to set everything up for the first time. Now that you've done that, open the Arduino IDE and connect your Arduino to your computer with a USB cable. This time, instead of writing our own code, we'll be using one of the preloaded sample sketches. To open it, head to File, Examples, Basics, and select Blink. Notice the sample sketch opens in a new window, so you may close the one you already had open. Most Arduino boards have an LED connected to their digital pin 13. This sketch turns that LED on and off in 1-second intervals. I'll explain how the code works in the next tutorial, but for this one, I want to focus in the process of uploading any sketch to your Arduino. So let's imagine this is a brand new sketch you just finished writing. First of all, save your work. To do this, go to File, Save As, and choose a location where you want to save your sketch. Then click Save. Now, you want to make sure your sketch has no mistakes. To do this, verify your sketch by clicking on the checkmark icon in the upper left corner. But first, I will purposely mess up the sketch so you see how this works. The IDE will start compiling the sketch. If it finds any errors, it will tell you the ones found in the orange text at the bottom. And it will also highlight the code generating the error. After correcting the mistakes, if any, verify the sketch once more. If the sketch is fine, the text at the bottom will be displayed in white and will review some stats about the sketch. Now, you'll want to upload the sketch to your Arduino. To do this, click the icon with an arrow pointing to the right in the upper left corner. The IDE will compile the sketch and send it to your Arduino. If the upload is successful, the white text will appear again at the bottom of the screen. You'll also see a message that says, "Done uploading." Soon, you'll notice an LED that blinks in 1-second intervals in your Arduino board. Now, you have successfully uploaded your first sketch. It is important to know that this code will run in the Arduino as long as it is powered on. Disconnecting the Arduino from the computer or eliminating any other power source will not erase the code in it. Once it is powered again, the code will start running as well. Now, you'll learn how the sketch is divided and how it works. First of all, you may have noticed there is text that explains how the code works throughout the sketch. This text is not recognized by the Arduino as code that it needs to run. Due to that, it is set as a comment. To write single-line comments, just add 2 forward slashes before your comment. To write multi-line comments, start it with a forward slash followed by an asterisk, and end it with an asterisk followed by a forward slash. Before we start, it is also important to know that every line of the code should end with a semicolon, or if not, you'll receive an error. So, we already know that this code will make an LED on the Arduino board blink in 1-second intervals. But how? Well, there are 3 main sections in almost every Arduino sketch. The first section is usually where global variables are set. A variable is a piece of code that stores some data and should include a type, a name, and a value. This sketch didn't need any, so this section is not present. Therefore, we'll edit the code and add it ourselves. First of all, to make the code look cleaner, delete the first comment. Then type int LED pin equals 13. And don't forget that semicolon. This creates a variable with the type int named LED pin and with a value of 13. Then change every 13 you see in the code to LED pin. Now click on verify to check you've done everything right. Then hit upload and you'll see the code works exactly the same. The second section is the setup function. It is present in every sketch. This function will only run once after each power-up or reset of the Arduino board. It is good to set up one-time tasks such as initializing variables, setting pin modes, starting libraries, and other things. In this sketch, only the function pin mode is used inside it. This is a function that tells the Arduino if a pin will be set as an input or an output. In this sketch, the function pin mode establishes that LED pin which is set to 13, will be set as an output. The third and last section of this loop function is also present in every sketch. As the name implies, this function will run in a loop over and over again. This is usually where most of the code is located, and it is good to actively control the Arduino due to that it can change and respond based on the code. This sketch contains the functions Digitalwrite and Delay inside the loop function. The function Digitalwrite creates a digital signal and sends it to a specific pin. This signal can only be set high or low, representing high voltage or low voltage. In this sketch, the first Digitalwrite establishes that LED pin, which is set to 13, will receive a high voltage, which will turn on the LED. The delay function creates a delay or buffer with a specific amount of time in milliseconds between lines of code. In this sketch, the first delay function creates a delay of 1000 milliseconds before the next line of code is run. What this does is that it enables the LED to stay on for 1000 milliseconds before the next Digitalwrite turns it off. After the next Digitalwrite turns the LED off, a delay of 1000 milliseconds leaves the LED off for that amount of time. Due to that it is the last line of code, the loop would restart by turning the LED on once again, then a delay, then off, then a delay, and it would keep going on and on forever. Well guys, that's it for this tutorial. You now know the 3 basic parts of any sketch, plus you've learned how to use the pin mode, Digitalwrite, and delay functions. There's a Dropbox link down in the description where you will be able to download the modified version of the sketch in case you run into any troubles.